Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
Forex Live. October 8. 7:19 America, New York. China says that will support coal-fired power firms to increase power supply. Remarks by China's cabinet via state media. That is a bit of a mouthful, but essentially China is just reaffirming that they will be there to address the power crunch, after having earlier sought to increase coal output.
BBC News Business. October 8. 7-11 America, New York. Groupon pledges to offer refunds and better service after CMA inquiry. The discount voucher firm commits to improving customer service after a warning from the regulator.
New York Times Business. October 8. 7:06 America, New York. Will the September jobs report reflect a letup in the Delta variant? Economists expect the month's data to show a gain of nearly 500,000 jobs, an improvement from August but still behind the July pace. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 8. 7 o'clock America, New York. Facebook's would-be regulators are between a rock and a hard place. Lawmakers seem committed to change at Facebook, but far from deciding on the right way to do it.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 8. 7 o'clock America, New York. Facebook's would-be regulators are between a rock and a hard place. Lawmakers seem committed to change at Facebook, but far from deciding on the right way to do it.
New York Times Business. October 8. 7 o'clock America, New York. Surging inflation and volatile bond prices are challenging investors. There are remedies for the problems in the bond market, experts say, but none of them are perfect.
Forex Live. October 8. 6:54 America, New York. Risk sentiment tentative ahead of payrolls data. European indices keep more mixed. U.S. futures little changed. It has been a relatively quiet session in Europe as we continue to count down to the U.S. non-farm payrolls release later today.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 8. 6:52 America, New York. Vaxart, Devon Energy, Coinbase, Tesla. What to watch when the stock market opens today. Vaxart shares jumped on a study of its oral COVID-19 vaccine. Bitcoin-related stocks were following the cryptocurrency higher.
Naked Capitalism. October 8. 6:48 America, New York. UK nurses threaten to strike after government offers measly below-inflation pay rise. With vax mandates looming and industrial action on the table, the UK's overstretched National Health Service could be in for a winter of even more discontent.
Daily FX Market News. October 8. 6:45 America, New York. Australian dollar has breakout potential, S&AMP, P500 turning a corner. AUD approaching pivotal resistance. S&AMP, P500 tracking seasonal pattern. Eyes on U.S. yields.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 8. 6:33 America, New York. UK businesses plea for more European workers. The government says no. The UK left the European Union last year and brought an end this year to the free movement of EU citizens into the country in the midst of a pandemic that has created labour shortages in many major economies.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 8. 6:28 America, New York. Global tax reform isn't yet a done deal. Ireland's backing clears the way for the reforms to be enacted in Europe, but uncertainty is growing about Washington's ability to finish the job. Wall Street Journal Markets. October 8. 6 o'clock America, New York. Samsung's memory price hangover will be manageable. There are more signs that the memory price cycle has peaked, meaning Samsung's earnings may have peaked for the cycle, too.
New York Times Business. October 8. 6 o'clock America, New York. Economic and earnings concerns begin to weigh on stocks. After having few cares about the markets all year, investors are getting nervous as the Fed signals that harsher policies are on the way.
Naked Capitalism. October 8. 5:49 America, New York. Mizuki C. Kobo. The old mantra about growth has reached exhaustion. A perspective from the global south on the endgame for growth.
Forex Live. October 8. 5:36 America, New York. BOE. Asset valuations could correct sharply. Remarks by the BOE Financial Policy Committee. In its latest focus summary, they note that there is heightened risk-taking in some financial markets, before elaborating on that as per the below.
Naked Capitalism. October 8. 5:33 America, New York. The never-ending Brexit. Flailing Johnson set to try to renege on commitment to respect. Boris Johnson is expected to eye-poke the EU by reneging on the Northern Ireland Protocol, presumably to distract from domestic shortages.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 8. 5:32 America New York, private prisons still make money from federal inmates despite Biden's order. Operators of private prisons are replacing revenues from lapsed federal contracts by clinching deals at the city or county level to house federal inmates.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 8. 5:30 America New York, is now the right time to sell your home? A seller's guide. Even a surging property market is no guarantee of profit given closing costs, tax issues and other factors.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 8. 5:30 America New York, U.S. job growth likely picked up in September. Economists estimate that employers created 500,000 jobs in September, more than double the number added in August, according to a Wall Street Journal survey.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 8. 5:30 America New York, the Fed may start tapering, but mortgage rates play by their own rules. Despite increasing talk about interest rates and home prices, mortgage rates for now are likely to stay relatively steady. Wall Street Journal Markets. October 8. 5:30 America New York, Allstate wants to track your driving to set rates. The car insurer has been talking to state regulators about helping to lead an industry-wide effort to transition from sizing up risk in applicants with factors including credit scores to largely using telematics to determine rates. Wall Street Journal Markets. October 8. 5:30 America New York, how Evergrande grew and grew, despite years of red flags. The Chinese property company's path to its current crisis brought up issues that were underestimated by investors.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 8. 5:30 America New York, how Evergrande grew and grew, despite years of red flags. The Chinese property company's path to the brink of default was littered with financial red flags. But a combination of financial regulators, local Chinese governments, yield-hungry investors and insiders kept the critics at bay.
Daily FX Market News. October 8. 5:30 America New York, NZD, USD Outlook. USNFP, RBNZ rate hike expectations, market sentiment. NZD, USD is keeping near its key support area as investors look for guidance in the latest NFP report.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 8. 5:30 America New York, is now the right time to sell your home? A seller's guide. Home prices hit another record this summer, but those looking to capitalize on the frenzy need to be careful and calculate several variables before making a decision.